Ladies, I'm coming back to you with my MERULA cup, my review. I've done a few videos before how to trim the stem, so eventually, if you've seen the previous video, eventually I did trim the whole stem because as I mentioned before, my cervix becomes very low, gets really low, especially by the end of my period. So yes, that was my trial. Okay. I knew I have to do punch fold in order for it to work. And that's not my usual fold. With other cups like MERULA, I have different folds, but this one I knew I have to. And then I knew I have to turn it around, and when I was putting inside, basically it would stay like this. So I would put deep inside. Well, I can't really show, like, okay, the stem would be in, but this part would not open. So it doesn't matter what I did. I tried to put my fingers around and to twist it and to turn it, and it still would stay like that. So I've tried and I tried and I tried. I kept trying and putting all the way around the way it's supposed to be, and I'm putting it in, and it still was stuck. And I knew it won't work because all the stuff would come out on the side. So what I did, I mean, this air here, so it pops. I mean, if I show you like this, it's supposedly, theoretically, it would open. So if I do this, it would open eventually. But we have air all over the place, and there's no air inside of the body. So what I did, I actually managed. I didn't give up, so I managed. What I did, I only put, well, not all of it, but most of it. And I could feel it's not opening. It would not open. So what I did, I was punching it from here, and as you can see, it opens. I mean, as I said before, it have air in here, would open anyway, but I'm really trying to show you what happens in the body, and I try with this hand resist try to match what actually happens in the body. So when I put most of it in, it would not open. It would open a little bit, but it wouldn't completely open because no air coming in, so you can't open. So what I do, you can't really pull. I mean, the pulling and the twisting didn't help me. Maybe it helps you, but it didn't help me. So all I do, I just push and push and push and push. Usually it takes little time, but push and pull until I hear pull, but like pushing in as well, like the air pushing in, and it would open. And that worked brilliantly. I mean, with my MERULA cup, with my classic and the small MERULA, the shorty, sorry, not the small, but the shorty, it would leak. I've tried for 6 months. I'm still happy because there's no pads and there's no tampon and there's no artificial things. But this one, for the first day, I had no leakage whatsoever. I mean, on the first day my period is very little, so I didn't expect to be much. However, I would expect a little bit of leakage, just a little bit of spotting. It didn't happen. I don't remember how long it lasted. I didn't remove it for a while because I knew my period is not heavy. But when I did remove it, I was surprised to see quite a bit in there, not full, but like quite a bit of it on the first day, and no leakage, no spotting whatsoever. Well, on my second and third day, whereas my period is the heaviest, I had to change it quite often. I had to change it about 2 to 3 hours. It would not go up to the rim. I mean, I had to change it when it's, well, it's more than half full. So it's not totally full, but more than half full. And I could feel inside of me, I could feel that it's like bubbly feeling, and I could feel like I'm gonna leak soon. I didn't leak, but it felt like it needs to be changed. You kind of know, you kind of feel. And it felt like it's full up to the rim. When I took it out, no, it wasn't. It was just more than half full. And that I changed every 2 to 3 hours in a day. And however, I can see it fits much more, like really can feel the difference, and it's no leakage. I had a bit of, just a tiny bit of spotting when it was so full. It wasn't, as I said, to the rim full, but it was quite fullish. So I had a little bit of spotting. However, I can see much of the difference with my other cups, so it's less as well through the night, because the night, I mean, I go to bed late and I do change, and then it still takes about 8 hours or 9 hours while in bed. So it was full, like really full, and it leaked. But for the night I have pads for extra protection, and still I was really happy with the result, because it was just a little bit of leakage because it was full. And yeah, so I'm still much happier than using anything else. And I will share the horrible experience for me not knowing how to use it properly at the beginning. With the MERULA cup, I mean, when I remove it, I had an accident, like a horrible accident, but when I remove it, I usually pull like this, and when it's almost out, I grab like this. So that's how I use it. And with this one, what happened, I do the same thing. So I pulled it, and when I tried to grab it, it slipped. So all the content went, oh, the flash gone. So all the content gone all over the place. I mean, it was all over my trousers, toilet, floor, all over the place. So I knew I have to be extra careful removing it. So it becomes very slippery. I mean, it's the shape of it, I'm not used to yet. So the shape is a bit, and becomes really slippery, and it's not, you can't really grasp, you know. So you just have a learning curve. I have to learn it. I did eventually. I mean, there was one accident, but I knew I have to be more careful with this one because it becomes so slippery. So when I remove it, I still do the same thing. I just try to grab it earlier and to hold it tighter, because I know it's very slippery. So only happened once. All other times it was fine. It's just for you, maybe if you're gonna try or thinking of getting this cup and you're used to anything else. So just to keep in mind that might happen, so just be more careful because it gets slippery. And my opinion, whether I would recommend this cup, definitely yes. I mean, I love this cup. I already loved my MERULA because that was something different, and it still is good. I mean, it has its own advantages. But this one, the capacity for my heavier days, my 2 heavy days on my period, I mean, I just love it. It's just amazing. And the capacity, I don't use it until the rim. I don't know, I feel the need to be emptied earlier than it gets to the rims. It feels inside of me like it's gonna leak, so I do empty it more often on those days. But however, I mean, I just wait for my periods. I can't wait for my periods because it's something I can play around, and I'm still on a learning journey, and I really love it. And if I come up with anything else, I will share again. But I just love, if that was your first cup or second cup, I think it doesn't matter, because my first was MERULA, this is my MERULA is my second cup, and well, the third one.